guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning into my channel for the first time, hi, my name is Ria and I make content on beauty, fashion and lifestyle. Do take a moment and subscribe to my channel. With that, let's begin today's video. In today's video, I am going to be doing a first impressions on the Love Child by Masaba skin tint. It's a very popular skin tint and one of the few Indian brands who have launched a skin tint. I have been intrigued to try this product for a long time and I finally have it. So in case you were looking for a swatch of this and wanted an honest opinion on it, keep watching. So before I begin with the application, let's talk about the packaging first. Now this product is available in 3 different sizes. Initially when they launched this product, it used to be this 30 ml cube which came with an inbuilt brush. The one that I have does not have a brush. Now they're available in 3 sizes. One with 30 ml of product along with the brush, one with just 30 ml of the product which I bought, and the other one is a travel friendly packaging which is just 10 ml product. The product is called Skip Everything Blurring Serum Tint and it comes with SPF 20. So they claim this to be a 4-in-1 skin tint with goodness of 4 products just in one. So it includes a sunscreen, a primer, a moisturizer as well as a foundation. So this is supposed to do all of those jobs for you, but it only has SPF 20. So I will not recommend to ever just wear this as an SPF. Even today I have already done my skincare as well as have applied my sunscreen, but I will try this without any primer today. Let's just try it as it is. The outer packaging looks quite nice with black and gold detailing. In general, I absolutely love all of Masaba's packaging. It's so on brand with her, and the shade that I have gotten is called Moody Mama. Now they have 10 shades in this in total, varying across all kind of Indian skin tones. So I think there will be a shade for everyone. Masaba is known for her inclusivity. I was at the mall the other day where they have a Love Child by Masaba kiosk, and I went there and tried out the serum tints, and the shade that the essay recommended to me was Moody Mama. As usual, the lighting at the mall was completely off, so I could not really understand whether the shade actually matched me or not, but later I decided to order this online, so let's hope this is the right shade match for me. This is the actual product packaging. Quite cute. Like I said, all of Masaba's packaging is quite quirky and quite fun, nothing like you see in any other brands. This one has like 4 different faces on it, probably indicating different body types and skin tones and textures and all of that. And this is the 30 ml pack, and I feel like even this is quite compact and very travel friendly. Okay, so let's try this now. I have quite a few acne spots here and there right now, so I'm really intrigued to see whether this covers it up or not, but I do have pigmentation under my eyes, so before putting this on I'm just going to color correct and come back. So the moment of truth, let's try and use this. So this has a pointed applicator at the top, so it's very easy to apply. You can apply it directly on your face, or if you want to take it on your hands and then go and dab it, you can do that as well, but I'm going to directly apply it on my face like this. I drew a zigzag kind of a pattern just to cover up my whole face. Let's hope this is the right shade match. So I told the essay at the mall that I have a neutral undertone, so please recommend the shade to me as per that, and this was the one she recommended. They have 10 shades in total ranging from light, medium to deep, and it would have been great if they listed the undertones as well, but that is missing from their website. But this is what the essay told me, and I decided to trust her and go with it. We'll of course figure it out in a minute if the shade is the right match. But so far I'm liking how easy and convenient it is to use. This is so easy to just apply, and then of course we can go ahead and blend in with our fingers or use a brush or a blender as per preference and convenience. So first of all, kudos to the packaging. This has to be one of my favorite skin tint packaging so far because of how convenient it is to apply. Now I'm thinking about doing one side with my fingers and the other side with a brush. So let's do this side with fingers first. I probably took a lot of the product. I don't think you require so much, but let's try blending. It does have a very weird smell, like, I don't know, a very weird fishy kind of a smell, which is not something that I'm enjoying. And I think the shade is not the right shade for me either. It's too pink. I feel like this is a cool tone shade, which she referred to me as a neutral tone shade. But let's try blending it out and see if it works or not. So I think I'll go ahead and use a brush and then probably a blender to even this out because it feels way too light for me. The smell is really off-putting. It's not very strong, but I'm getting whiffs of it and I'm not liking it. And I could have done with probably much lesser product. My god, this is making me look so white like a ghost. But let's trust the process and blend it. It is blending quite easily, seamlessly. The product is quite creamy and easy to blend and very lightweight. Doesn't feel like anything on my skin. But the shade match, it's so pink for me, so light for me. I feel like this is a cool undertone tint and I needed something with a neutral undertone. But why this horrible smell? This is bothering me so much. I was really hoping to love this product because I'm always on the lookout for good skin tints because I'm not a very foundation friendly person. Okay, let's just give this a little while and then we can decide whether I like it or not. The smell is terrible, guys, terrible. I think you can probably see the difference. Like, this is definitely not my skin shade, and I'm so disappointed that I wasted money on this because of the shade match. I'm furious at the essay as well, but coverage is not bad. It has covered my acne spots as well. So I think this is a very buildable tint which I really like. I probably used a little too much. I should have used lesser, but I think you can build the pigment as per your convenience. So if you are looking for a medium to fuller coverage, I think you can build this up to give it that look. Or if you want to keep it very light and very subtle, I think you can do that as well. So I'll just use a blender to take off all the excess product and kind of try to make the shade work. I have to make this work. I don't know how because right now I know I'm looking very white and scary. But it has covered my acne spots to an extent. I do like the finish of it. It's so lightweight, it does not feel like I have gotten something on my skin. The blendability is also good. You can see how easily it blends. The shade match is of course a problem, but that is not the brand's fault. It's what I chose wrong and the essay at the mall. But I'm do loving the finish of this. It's so lightweight, feels nothing on my skin, and it's giving such a natural look to my skin. Just it has just evened out my skin tone and given such a natural flawless finish, perfect for everyday wear. And if you're someone who does not like to wear foundation, I think this is a great alternative provided you get your shade. But I think I've done some damage control. Now that it has blended out quite a bit, I feel like it's working much better. But oh boy, I would have loved to have the right shade with me. I think I can make this work with a little bit of concealer and other makeup products. You can still see my skin through it all. That's what I really like about skin tints, and this is exactly that. It does give you some coverage, but your skin also comes through, which is the beauty of skin tints. And now that it has blended out quite well, I'm not really able to see the difference in the shade. I mean, I can slightly, very slightly, like this part of my face looks a little pink and a little whitish as compared to my neck right here, but this is manageable and I quite really like the finish of it altogether. This one without the brush is priced at 1400 and the one with the brush is priced at 1600. Both of these are quite steep when it comes to its price point. Whether or not it's worth it completely depends on you and how much of coverage and finish you like. For me, I definitely have to test it out more to come to a conclusion, but as a first impression, I like the product. The packaging is good, it's very convenient to use, gives you quite a natural seamless finish. Great for everyday wear or for someone who does not like to wear too much of foundation. So considering all of that, I think this is a good product. Having said that, I definitely feel it's pricey because there are a few alternatives to this in the Indian market currently. First of all, there's the Dot and Key tinted sunscreen with SPF 50. It definitely does not have so much of coverage as this one, but it's great for an everyday use and you get SPF 50 and it's just priced around 350, 400, can't exactly remember, and you get a lot of discount on it almost all the time. So that, and then also the House of Makeup one. So House of Makeup also has a skin tint in quite a few shades, and even though I've not tried it, I've heard great reviews of it and I think it's less than half the price of this one. So definitely this is pricey. Whether it's worth it or not, I will have to get back to you on that. But for now, let me complete my makeup and come back with my final thoughts. So I have completed my makeup and it's been over an hour and a half because I have been shooting some other content and I feel the skin tint has settled down well into my skin and it does not look like a mismatch anymore. What do you guys think? My opinion still remains the same. I really like the feel of it. It's very lightweight, does not feel like you have something on. Apart from that, I like how it looks. I have applied very little concealer today. So whatever coverage you see is from the skin tint itself, and I've only applied concealer under my eyes and a little bit around my mouth. That's all. It has done a pretty good job at concealing my pigmentations and my dark spots. And apart from that, I really do like the feel of it. It's very hot and humid in Pune right now, and I can see that some of the tint is coming off from my mouth area. That's quite a me problem. Even the most expensive foundations and concealers do not work on me when it comes to my around the mouth area. During the hot and humid months, it just goes off. No matter how much I powder it up, no matter how much of setting spray I use, it just comes off. And especially because I am speaking so much because I'm shooting at the moment, so yeah, I can see some bits of it coming off. Like I can see my actual skin peeping through, but like I said, that's a me problem. I don't think everyone would face this. Apart from that, as a first impression, I'm quite impressed. Definitely pricey, like I talked about earlier, but I do like the finish of it and the coverage it gives. It's so skin-like. And now I feel this is a good shade match for me. I'm not sure if it oxidized or it just blended well into my skin. I have to wear it a few more times to actually come to that conclusion. It's quite moisturizing as well, like it claims. My skin does not feel cakey or dry in any way. And yeah, as a first impression, this is a thumbs up from my side. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you were looking for the Love Child by Masaba skin tint review, I hope you got what you're looking for. If you liked watching this video, do not forget to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. We are very close to 1000 subscribers, and I am planning to do a giveaway soon after that, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys the next time with another video. Until then, take care, keep smiling. Bye.